good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to today's Daily Tarot Love Reading. My name is Morty. Today is Tuesday, July the 23rd, and the time is 12:21 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And as you can all see, I have Indy with me today. I also have Luna. I picked him up yesterday. So, anyways, so I'm busy puppy sitting, and it's interesting, it's so much different having two as opposed to just having Indy, but it's fun. So I've had a great time with it. Luna's a little bit younger, so she's not quite as trained as Indy, so I might have a little bit more of a difficult time getting her up here. But Indy was anxious to hop up here on the desk. Anyways, I hope you're all doing amazing today. It's a beautiful day outside. It's just amazing energy all around us, out and about. So I've been thinking quite a bit lately about the affirmation that we pulled the other day. This affirmation, right? The sensuality. And the truth that's in it. As I mentioned yesterday, after I got out of the shower, for whatever reason, a certain song came on, and I felt a little bit of dance in me, right? So anyways, I did kind of a bashful dance in the shower after the shower yesterday. And then today, as I was getting ready, I just have my playlist on. It just randomly selects songs. I turn it over to energy, and it's just the perfect time. The same song came on, and I really felt inclined to dance, so I closed the bathroom door so I had a little more privacy, and it felt good to just kind of be free and move around freely and not worry about rhythm and beat and all that, but just, I don't know, there's something kind of powerful to that. So I've been thinking about that, right, ever since. I dance, I love, I laugh, I play, and it just, to me, it seems like it creates this blend of perfect balance, right? That if, each of us, each day, if we could implement all four of these, dancing, loving, laughing, playing, right, at some point throughout our day, it would create this fantastic balance. And I actually love the order that they're in too, right? That's kind of divinely inspired. So you begin the day with the dance, right? Because that just kind of sets the mood. It frees you up, and then it opens you up to love. And then sometime in the day, right, or throughout the day, make sure you get some laughter. And that's really important. I love to, there's certain comedians that just really make me laugh hard. And there's certain TV shows that I find that are hilarious. So it's always great energy for me to watch those. And just be able to give myself the opportunity to experience that energy and that frequency of laughter. And then playing, right? So it's the opportunity for all of us in some way, shape, or form to keep a little bit of that child in us, right, alive each day, right, that the kid that likes to play. So anyways, I'm making it a point to try to hit each one of those every day, and I don't know, I just feel like it creates this beautiful balance. So I thought I would share it. All right, Indy girl, you ready to get down? Okay, so I was grabbing the crystal healing bowl too. I'm going to take a drink here, and then I'll update you guys on what's happening in my world. So I have the dogs. I picked them up yesterday. My daughter Emily's been in the hospital since yesterday, and it looks like sometime today or this evening she'll likely have the baby. So today's a very exciting day. All right, so before I start the reading, I want to take just a moment and tap the crystal healing bowl and just let it sing to us. I did my other tradition again today. It just serves me very well. I had my magnesium, which that's important for me to take right now. I need magnesium. So 9 big gulps of water, and then I went out and sat on the patio, and I took in 9 deep breaths, and I happened to be drying clothes in the dryer, and the blower runs out on the patio. So as I was breathing in, I happened to be breathing in Downy freshener soft sheets. So it smelled really good. So I was breathing in unconditional love, and I was exhaling, fear and limiting energies. So I've been making a habit of doing that every day before I start the reading. Just trying to create some good habits here. Okay, let's get started on today's tarot love reading. First thing we want to do, of course, is pull an affirmation card. And this tarot love reading, right, it's for everybody. Right, it's for those that are seeking love, looking for that soulmate, the twin flame. It's for those that already are with that person. And it's also for those that you're not necessarily with that person, you're not necessarily looking for that person. You're just looking to raise your vibration. You're looking to hopefully hear some insights, right? And hear some messages that'll mean something to you, that'll resonate with you. And you'll be able to get some good insight and some direction on that. Also that you're able to experience more joy and happiness, more love and abundance in your life. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay, great affirmation. Okay, we drew the affirmation of imagination. The number 41, which reduces to a 5. Imagination now sets me free, divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Imagination now sets me free, divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. Imagination now sets me free, divine ones, I send my thanks to thee. It's beautiful. Imagination is so important. And it's in my later years in life that I've been coming to the realization of just how important imagination is. I think for a good portion of my life, I've lacked a lot of imagination that I wish I could have had. I wish I could have gotten into some of the fantasy and even some of the sci-fi stuff, growing up and throughout my life. But I just really couldn't connect to it, right? Because it just didn't seem tangible and real and believable to me. And I think that's maybe the Taurus in me, that's wanting that. Anyways, but this last year, my imagination has blossomed because, much in part because of what I'd call my awakening, my understanding of life and meaning and purpose. And how things operate and work. Not as if I have all the answers, but I'm getting bits and pieces along the way, right? And they mean something to me. They inspire me, and they inspire my imagination. They suddenly add this element of magic to life, which is fantastic. Somebody's at the door. Hang on. Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. That was a little boy, a little neighbor. And it was an opportunity to be able to love. He saw the puppies, and he wanted to come in and see him. So I had him come in, and he played with them for a little bit. So anyways, it was kind of fun. He really lit up. So it was great. Okay, so imagination. Just just want to read real quickly from the guidebook. Backwards on my hands. Breaking routine here. Okay, your imagination is so powerful that to have it working with you and for you is a true blessing, one that can change lives. Cast this spell. Let your imagination be one of your most significant allies. Each and every day, imagination can work with you to create happiness, peace of mind, fun, delight, courage, and prosperity. And it will always bring color and excitement into your life. If you were chosen by the spell, it's entirely possible that you may have heard that the power of imagination being diminished as silly fantasy or dreaming when you were young. So many of us have had the wings of our imagination clipped by well-meaning parents, teachers, and or cultures. But to lose this is to lose a part of our true magic. Imagination is, as Einstein said, more important than intelligence. Through imagination, we create our world, see into our future, shape ourselves, understand our dreams, and share our experiences. Through imagination, we have play and story, truths and myths, legends and wonders, which all ignite a relationship to the marvel of the world. Cast this spell, unleash the wonders of your imagination, and let it weave its magic in your life. The universe asks you to. If you chose the spell, you may understand that in order to live a full and wonderful life, there needs to be an imagination, mythic, colorful aspect to your ordinary everyday life. Let this spell work its magic for you, and the scales will drop from your mind's eye as your imaginative powers take you to places you never dreamed of. Pour this imagination into all the facets and aspects of your life to enrich every moment. You were born imaginative, and you are the hero or the heroine in your own mythic tale. This imagining is your divine inheritance. Imagination is so powerful that to live without it is to only half live. Wow. I really felt that as I was reading that. I could feel the truth in that. That's a powerful affirmation. To live without imagination is to only half live. And that makes so much sense. And I say that today based on how I feel and experience life today. Because I have a much better imagination. I mean, life is magical if you allow it to be. I looked into it, I had to understand it. And when I looked into how it operated and how things worked, that's when, for me, it became magical. Like literally magical. And it became so much more exciting. I felt like I had so much more meaning and purpose. I looked at things differently. I've been experiencing life differently. Been interacting differently. Two fantastic affirmations: sensuality, dancing, loving, laughing, playing, coupled with beautiful imagination. Okay. All right. Opening energy, taking us into today's tarot love reading, is the Page of Swords. Page of Swords represents, by way of zodiac, air sign, so Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. If so, it would be a younger energy. Pages are messengers, right? So this is news coming in, right? And it's bringing in a truth. So it could be a truth coming to you by way of an air sign. Or somebody that kind of takes on that energy, right? And if you look, I mean, she's carrying a sword, right? So there's meaning to this truth. these cards are starting to break in a little bit. Okay. It's interesting when I'm shuffling the cards that for a little bit now I've been noticing that there's just some real intention to the specific cards that are flipped, because they're flipping individually, and sometimes it takes a little bit longer. Okay, we now have the Ace of Wands, which is a beautiful energy. Aces represent beginnings. So there's some speed and some movement to this beginning. There's also a lot of passion and a lot of excitement. There's healing mixed into this beginning too. Right? I'm kind of feeling that. That whoever this beginning, whoever it represents the energy for, right? I think there's going to be some healing that takes place because of the energies that you experience with this particular beginning. Sorry, too many cards. All right, tell us more. Okay, we have two energies here. Three. Coming in next, we have the Tower moment. So Tower moments are they can surface somewhat abruptly, right? This represents the energy of the universe stepping into your life, right, and moving parts and pieces around in a way that creates change, stimulates change, which is actually, even though it may feel a little bit disruptive, if you really think about it, it's a beautiful thing. From an energetic perspective, being recognized, you individually, by the universe, right, in order to balance things out into your life, right, it's a high level of unconditional love that's shown, because this creates, even though it may feel a little bit disruptive, it creates the opportunity for beginnings, for change. Okay, coming in next to the Tower card, we have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles showing up at the center of today's tarot love reading. It's a great energy. It represents the energy of an equal exchange and balance between giving and receiving. Right? So this isn't even about, there just isn't any energy connected with this in terms of keeping score. This is about doing for another or for others because just out of love you would regardless, and the other person feels the same way about you. Okay, coming in next to the Six of Pentacles, we have the Four of Cups. Four of Cups represents the energy of boredom, so it's a limiting energy, right? This is living and experiencing life, right? And just knowing and feeling within you that there's more out there for you, right? That there's more for you to be able to grasp, embrace, and experience, but just feeling a little bit stuck. Okay. All right, coming in next to the Four of Cups, we have the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups is a limiting energy. If you look at the figure here on the card, she sits next to this pool of water. She's staring into it, and she's looking into it. She's looking at these 3 cups that are tipped over and spilled in the water. Right? 3 spilled cups. 3 spilled cups. It represents heartbreak, loss, disappointment, right? Something that's happened in the past already. But focus and the attention is there on the loss from the past, which is preventing her from being able to see the present, right? Which is right next to her. She's being offered 2 full cups. So in order to be able to change this energy, she needs to change the meaning of what these cups truly meant. Initially when they happened, they were felt. Sadness, grief, loss. But then came growth afterwards, right? It might have been difficult and painful, right? But there was growth, right? Individual growth, strength. So if we can focus on the growth and the strength, it helps us to move past that energy so that we can now see what's presently being offered to us. Yeah, so I just keep thinking it and feeling it, so I need to share it. I feel like somebody is being offered something presently that they're just not seeing, and they may not be seeing it right because they're stuck on something from the past, right? A pain from the past that happened. Definitely too many cards on that one. Alright, tell us more. Tell us more. Okay. So coming in underneath the Ace of Wands. This is an interesting reading today, right? I'm looking at it. It's interesting. So coming in underneath the Ace of Wands, we have the Nine of Cups, which is a beautiful energy. Nine of Cups is your wish card. So this is about manifesting all of your wishes, all of your dreams. If you look at the figure here in the card, she sits on the stump. She's thinking about what she wants in life. She takes out her dandelion, she makes a wish, and she blows it up into the universe. As above, so below. So she's manifesting. Manifesting with her thoughts, her words, and her actions. It represents that energy of where you get to feel like you're in an experience where you're on the path, right? You're headed the right direction. You're towards obtaining your dreams, your goals, and your wishes. For somebody, it's attached to this Ace of Wands, this new beginning. All right. Tell us more. Okay. All right, so coming in next, attached to the Tower, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles represents Earth sign energy. Queen, so we think of female. So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. It's a great energy. This is a seasoned energy, experienced in life. So they've tasted of life. This energy has experienced good times and bad times, right? Experienced true hardships, struggle, and overcome that struggle, which only strengthened this energy, recognizing their value and their worth. It's a great energy. Great at home, also great in business, great at managing things, great at multitasking, not missing any details. Okay, coming in under the Six of Pentacles, attached to it at the center of today's tarot love reading is the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups represents the energy of having a lot of choices. Showing up at the center of today's tarot love reading, it puts some significance and some importance on it. So by this energy by itself, it represents the energy of having a lot of choices, and for some, possibly having so many choices that things can be a little bit confusing. For some, you may not have the clarity that you'd like to have, right, when it comes to all of these choices. For some, you're being encouraged, if you are experiencing that, to get grounded, right, to go to the park, take off your shoes and socks, and walk barefooted. Very important. I'm smiling because I've been experiencing much more grounding in my life lately, and it's really helped. Two energies. So coming in under the Four of Cups, attached to it, we have the Sun card, which is the card of Leo. So some of you may be in a relationship with a Leo. You may have a Leo playing a pretty significant role in your life. This is a beautiful energy, right? Argued by some as the best energy in the entire tarot set. It represents the energy of being able to live and experience life with childlike enthusiasm. So this is the chance to be a kid again, right? As an adult, to be able to move through life without fears and worries and concerns, right? This is the opportunity to live with an imagination, to free yourself, right, of those limiting energies. It's a beautiful image on the card, too. She holds her child against her chest. She has her white horse behind her. She's standing in a garden of sunflowers. She has the warmth of the sun heating her back. So this represents the energy of energy shining, right, on somebody, shining on you in a way that just makes you feel free, and youthful, and young, and imaginative. Okay, coming in next, and coming in under the Five of Cups, so it's attached to the Five of Cups, we have the Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man is a good energy. It represents the energy of sacrifice in some ways. It's about making a choice, making a decision. And usually it represents the energy of a choice or a decision that could have been made quite a while back. But for whatever reason, the decision wasn't made. Whoever resonates with that energy had your reasons. But moving into a time ahead of you where the energy is available for you to, in fact, make this decision, make this choice. If you look at the figure here in the card, he hangs suspended by his ankles with a blindfold over his eyes. Okay. Energy taking us out of today's tarot love reading is the Five of Swords. So Five of Swords is a limiting energy. It represents the energy of feeling like you were stabbed in the back, right? Of going into something, thinking somebody has your back, only to experience the energy that they didn't. Two swords that are impaled in her back, and a raven sits perched up on one of them. Her assailant, he's kind of making his getaway over here, peering over his shoulder, looking at his handiwork. So when this is first experienced, right, we're humans. We feel it. It's painful, sad, but it passes. Right? We move on. Something about that experience was meant for our good, was meant for our growth, right? We were meant to take away some type of energy and experience from this in order to strengthen ourselves, right? So it's just important to be mindful of that. Okay, really interesting reading today. I'm anxious to look down at it and see it and kind of start putting it together. So I'm going to take a few moments to do that. I'm just going to keep the background music playing. You can enjoy the soothing sounds of the background music. You can fast forward either way. But I'm going to take a minute to really look at this and see and feel exactly what it's trying to say by way of messages. Hang on just a moment. All right, Andy wanted to jump up again. I'd have her get up here, but I have the spread laid out here. Okay, so I think I have it here. Really interesting read today. Definitely. Opening affirmation, taking us into today's tarot love reading is imagination, right? So the universe pointing out the significance and the importance, right, for each and every one of us to be able to connect with our imagination, to be able to live a life with imagination. I feel like the reason this affirmation is coming out right now is because there's a little bit of heaviness in this tarot reading today. There are some limiting energies here. Let me just share it. So, opening energy, taking us into today's tarot love reading is the Page of Swords, which represents, by way of zodiac, the energy of air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Younger energy, more than likely, right? If it's a message coming in, right, from an air sign. If it's not, it's somebody that kind of takes on that type of energy, right? It can be it can be a forceful communicator at times. Yeah, so I'm just feeling like this news that's coming in, and this isn't necessarily a truth, right? But there's just some sharpness to it today. Then we see two great energies showing up next, right? So for somebody out there, you're on your way. There's that part of you that you're experiencing, right? That energy of moving towards all of your hopes and dreams, and it's all connected to this new beginning, right? So you have the opportunity to experience these, you're on the path headed this direction, right? So you're on your journey, but as all journeys go, sometimes they can be difficult. That's why it's so important, right? To keep your imagination, keep that childlike enthusiasm within you. So coming in next, we have the Tower card, and attached to the Tower card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Right? So for some of you, this Tower moment, right, this disruption, this disruptive energy, right, that you may be feeling and experiencing in your life, attached to this Queen of Pentacles, right, which could be an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, female energy, but it doesn't have to be. But just keep in mind that Tower moments are meant to be. Tower moments, they happen because we require a change in our life, right? There's needed change. We need to experience new energies, right? Remove limiting energies. Sometimes we can figure it out on our own, right? Connected to our intuition. It's like, hey, intuitively I just knew I needed to make a change, right? And other times the universe steps in, right? And it creates this Tower moment for us. Okay. Energies coming in next, showing up at the center of today's tarot love reading. Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups is attached to it. Right? So the Six of Pentacles represents the energy of giving, right, and receiving. For whatever reason, I feel like this energy of giving and receiving, it may be connected to this Tower moment for some of you. But attached to this are choices. So these are two beautiful energies, right? And what I feel like, okay, I have it. So for somebody, right, you're experiencing this disruption, this Tower moment in your life, and what the reading is saying is that after this Tower moment, right, it takes you to a period in your life where you have choices, right? It opens up doors. So this Tower moment causes some disruption, it causes some change, creates options, lots of choices, right? So get grounded. If you feel like you're unsure of what choice would be best for you, taking you to an energy, if you could choose correctly, of giving and receiving, to a much more balanced time and experience in your life. Yeah. And like all Tower moments, right? So connected to this Tower moment right before it happens is the energy of boredom. All right? And boredom sometimes connected to limited growth and experience, right? They're just limiting energies. And if we're feeling stuck at the time, the universe could easily recognize that and step in and move the parts and pieces and around to cause it to create and stimulate change, as disruptive as it may be, in order to take you from this limiting energy, right, of boredom in your life to feeling like a kid again. I mean, this is transformational, this change right here, right, of these energies. So this Tower moment is a beautiful thing, right, for somebody out there. Okay. Coming in next, we have the Five of Cups. attached to the Five of Cups, we have the Hanged Man. So we have the limiting energy, right, of this experience of tipped over cups, right? I feel like this Five of Cups, right, for some, it's attached to this Tower moment, right? And I don't usually feel this kind of energy, right, on these Tower moments, right? But on this Tower moment, I'm feeling this energy, right? It's going to feel a little disruptive for somebody, causing this Five of Cups energy, but taking you into a place in your life now where you're ready to make a choice, right? Ready to make a choice. Center of today's tarot love reading, Seven of Cups, having a lot of choices. This is about leaving the past behind, making a choice, making the right choice to move forward, right? And leave behind this limiting energy, leave behind this limiting experience. Taking us to the energy, taking us out of today's tarot love reading, which is the Five of Swords. And Five of Swords represents that energy of feeling like you were stabbed in the back, right? So the reason it's showing up in today's tarot love reading is because this is connected to this Tower moment, right? It's also connected to this Five of Cups, right? These limiting energies that are likely going to be felt, experienced by somebody. It's going to feel very disruptive, and this is an energy showing up because it's a heads up to let you know that it's easy to take on this energy as part of your takeaway, right? This is coming up as a limiting energy. So for feeling like, the world just hates us, people stabbed us in the back, those negative limiting energies, it's going to prevent you from being able to stay on the path towards your hopes and your dreams, right? All your wishes, of being able to feel and experience that energy. So, yeah, good reading today. Great reading, interesting reading. But I like it. I like the way that it read. I like the energies that were shared. I love the messages that were shared in today's tarot reading. Whatever this Tower moment, right, represents, right, to whoever it's for out there. Just stay calm and just allow the universe, right, to do its work, and remind yourself that nothing is ever personal in life, ever. It takes a heightened way of thinking, right, to really think that and feel that, most importantly. But that's truth. So, yeah, I mean, it's a bright reading, right? Because there's a beautiful opportunity here for you, taking you from one energy of boredom, right, of living a life with lacking as much passion and excitement and as experience as you would like, taking you to the energy of the sun, which is childlike enthusiasm, right? It's the best energy in the whole set. So stay on course. Alright guys, thank you for letting me share this tarot reading with you guys today. It was a pleasure to share it. I never know what to expect in these tarot readings. I really don't. But I trust my guides completely every time. I hope this reading resonates with all of you. Just want to touch on it again. This affirmation of imagination. Each and every one of us recognizing the importance of keeping our imagination alive, being able to experience life every day, connecting with our imagination, dancing, loving, laughing, playing. Okay guys, those are the messages for today. Thank you very much for letting me share. It's a beautiful Tuesday. Hope you guys have an amazing day today.